Hi guys, welcome to Midnight Anime Library.
The Ninja World rankings appeared. Every secret was exposed. Naruto Part 2 Chapter 16 Enough. Pain shouted, seeing everyone becoming increasingly improper. Itachi, Uchiha, Konan, and Nagato Uzumaki had not participated in this strange discussion from the start.
Deidara looked at Nagato Uzumaki. What do you guys think the leader would look like if he were gender swapped? Heiden's eyes lit up. That would definitely. Shinra Tensei.
The two were instantly blasted away by the Shinra Tensei.
The Akatsuki organization base fell silent instantly. However, ever since hearing Deidara's words, Konan, who was standing to the side, couldn't get the image of Nagato Uzumaki in women's clothing out of her mind. She even accidentally let out a small laugh. Although Itachi Uchiha hadn't joined the discussion, ever since Deidara and the others brought up the topic, an image had been lingering in his mind. In his mind, Sasuke, dressed in women's clothes, ran toward him cutely, older brother. And he pulled the cross-dressing Sasuke into his embrace, Ototo. Older brother. Ototo. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Itachi Uchiha felt like he was losing his mind. Pure land.
Improper images also appeared in the mind of the six-path sage. Naruto, the reincarnation of Ashura, and Sasuke, the reincarnation of Indra, both of them gender-swapped.
Ha ha ha. Actually, if this old man had two daughters, it seems like it wouldn't be too bad. Indra, since you've received the shape-shifting pill reward, don't be stingy. Be sure to share, you must give one to Ashura.
The six-path sage was truly looking forward to the scene after Naruto and Sasuke were both gender-swapped.
Chapter 23 Inside the Stomach of the Shinigami, via the Reaper Death Seal. Hubby, tell me, if Naruto became a girl, wouldn't he be very beautiful? Kushina Uzumaki excitedly pulled at Minato Namake's, stars shining.
In her eyes, her mind certainly filled with images of a gender-swapped Naruto.
If she had seen Naruto use the sexy jutsu, she wouldn't have needed to imagine it herself.
Then Naruto would surely take after you, so of course he'd be very beautiful.
Exactly. Kushina Uzumaki became even more excited. Then what kind of clothes do you think we should prepare for him? How should he dress? Should he wear a little skirt?
Hubby, do you think twin tails are better, or a single ponytail?
I think they're both very cute. Pure land. Tobirama Senju, older brother.
I think you should eat a shape-shifting pill.
Hashirama Senju, Ototo. Why? Do you think I'm suited to be a woman? Tobirama Senju, you've misunderstood, older brother. I think that with your strength, older brother, if you eat a shape-shifting pill that can increase your power tenfold, that would be the most effective use of the pill. Uzumaki Mito, husband, I think Ototo is right.
We've been a married couple for so long that it's gotten a bit dull. It seems like it wouldn't be bad for us to be sisters for a while. Uzumaki Mito really began to imagine the scene of her and a cross-dressing Hashirama Senju eating and sleeping together hand in hand.
Hashirama Senju, ahahaha. Really? It does seem quite interesting. But we're dead now, so we can't eat a shape-shifting pill from the living world. Uchiha Madara, humph. Madara. Even if you could eat it, I wouldn't let you.
Uchiha Madara thought to himself, if one of them, either him or Hashirama Senju, were to eat the shape-shifting pill, it would definitely have to be him.
Uchiha Izuna, older brother.
I can take the shape-shifting pill. Older brother. In the Pure Land, besides Hashirama, Madara, and the others, there were two others whose hearts were extremely restless after learning that Sasuke had obtained the shape-shifting pill.
These two people were the parents of Sasuke and Itachi. The last leader of the Uchiha clan, Uchiha Fugaku. And his wife, Uchiha Mikoto. Uchiha Mikoto, husband. What should we do? What should we do? Sasuke is about to become a daughter, but I'm not mentally prepared yet. I'm so nervous. Uchiha Fugaku, wife, don't be nervous. I believe that even in women's clothes, Sasuke would be the most beautiful kid in Konoha. Uchiha Mikoto, Sasuke has been the most handsome since he was little, so it seems you're right. Uchiha Fugaku, actually, Itachi isn't bad either. I wonder if Sasuke will share one with his older brother. That way, we'd go from having 2 sons to soon having 2 daughters. In the living ninja world, a heated discussion was also unfolding regarding the shapeshifting pill. The most lively discussion was undoubtedly among the Konoha 12 genin. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Sasuke stared intently at the ranking list. He hadn't expected to make the list, but it was a good thing. Because he could obtain the shapeshifting pill that could increase his strength tenfold. Sasuke couldn't help but clench his fists. Itachi. You just wait. Once I take the shapeshifting pill and increase my strength tenfold, I'll immediately go over and kill you, ending your sinful life. Sasuke. You must not eat it, otherwise what will I do? Sakura ran towards Sasuke anxiously. She did not want Sasuke to crossdress. Also running towards Sasuke was Ino. Sasuke, you must resist the temptation of increasing your strength tenfold. Don't eat the shapeshifting pill. Choji, Shikamaru, do you think Sasuke will still love acting cool like he does now after he puts on women's clothes? Shikamaru, it's hard to say. He might become gentle, or he might become even more cold and aloof. Inazuka Kiba, hee hee. After Sasuke gender swaps, I'm definitely going to marry him. Woof woof woof. Akamaru, you agree too, right? Then it's settled. Naruto, ha ha ha. Sasuke, after you gender swap, Sakura will be able to like me. Sakura raised her fist in anger. Naruto, just give up. I will never like you. Rock Lee, cross-dressing? Is cross-dressing something youth should involve? Sasuke, give me a shape-shifting pill. Might Guy gave Rock Lee a thumbs up. Lee, exactly. Youth should be used for trying new things. Do as you think. Tenten's expression changed. Rock Lee, if you dare to crossdress, I won't be in the same squad as you anymore. I can't afford to lose face like that. Niji, say something. Niji Hyuga, don't worry, Sasuke won't give him a shape-shifting pill. Naruto-kun, could you not? Not what? Naruto stared at the face of Hinata, who had run up in front of him. Hinata's face immediately turned red, then even redder. With her mind a complete blank, how could she remember what she wanted to say? She fell backward. Shino Aburame watched the Konoha 12 genin's heated discussion expressionlessly. His gaze finally landed on Sasuke. He was curious whether Sasuke would actually eat the shapeshifting pill. Although Kakashi, who was to the side, didn't speak, if one looked closely, his ears were perked up high. One couldn't tell what Kakashi was thinking. Right at that moment, the scroll burst with golden light once again. The translucent screen everyone was familiar with appeared in front of the scroll. Everyone looked up in anticipation. Chapter 24. The scene began. Sasuke, Karin, Yugo, and Suigetsu Hozuki, all wearing the same cloaks, were walking through a forest. The 4 stopped. Suigetsu Hozuki turned back to look at Sasuke. Well then, I'm off. Yugo's expression was serious and solemn. Itachi Uchiha? It would be great if we could really find him. Sasuke, expressionless and acting cool, said, move out. Upon hearing this, Yugo and Suigetsu Hozuki immediately leaped away to the left and right. Karin turned her back to Sasuke and clenched her right fist, her face full of secret joy. Yoshi. Then, she impatiently took off her glasses, turned around and lunged at Sasuke, her face flushing. Sasuke, just the 2 of us. Sasuke glared coldly at Karin. You get going too. Karin unhappily let go of Sasuke and put her glasses back on, extremely dissatisfied. TCH. Karin left. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. When Sasuke first appeared. Heavens! This is a grown-up Sasuke, he's even more handsome, Aya. Chapter 17. Sasuke. You are mine. Sakura's eyes were full of heart shapes, she felt like she was about to suffocate. Get lost. Sasuke is mine. He's mine. Ino, who was standing nearby, walked over and glared at Sakura. When it came to Sasuke, she would never back down. Sasuke is mine. Sasuke is mine, you mean? Sakura and Ino pressed their heads together fiercely, cross-popping veins appearing on both their foreheads.
At that moment, both of them saw Karen's behavior. Realizing that this woman would be by Sasuke's side in the future, they instantly united against the common enemy.
Sakura, where did that red-haired girl come from?
How dare she seduce my Sasuke? Ino, where did this wild woman come from, XXX?
Shino Aburame thought unhappily, TSK.
Even when Sasuke grows up, he's still such a show-off.
Damn it. Damn it. I'll definitely be more handsome when I grow up.
Naruto felt a surge of jealousy at Sakura's reaction.
Shikamaru, what a show-off.
Sasuke, I thought you would have changed after growing up.
Tisk. Sasuke gave Shikamaru a cocky glance.
He didn't have time to deal with Shikamaru and the others. What he cared about was whether the him on the screen had found Itachi. Hiruzen Sarutobi looked at the nearby, deep in thought Sasuke with a complex expression. He had never seen the three people by Sasuke's side before. They were clearly not ninjas from Konoha.
Could it be, did Sasuke really defect from Konoha after all? In that case,
for the future safety of Konoha village,
should the danger be nipped in the bud in advance?
Root base. I didn't expect that Sasuke, the only survivor of the Uchiha in the village, would actually grow to this extent.
Slap. Danzo slammed his hand on the table. Sasuke, you must die. A cold smile appeared on Orochimaru's face. Sasuke, your future self is indeed mine. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Deidara, Itachi, they seem to be looking for you.
Hiden, Sasuke.
Seems like he's Itachi's younger brother.
Uchiha Itachi's face remained calm, but a flicker of unease in his eyes betrayed the fact that his heart was anything but peaceful. He was indeed very worried because he feared that Konoha's third Hokage, Danzo, and the others would move against Sasuke prematurely after seeing the footage.
No, I must get to Konoha as soon as possible. Pure land.
Uchiha Makoto, hubby, look quickly, our Sasuke has grown up, and girls even like him.
Uchiha Makoto, I wonder whose child this red-haired girl is. Ah. Maybe we're going to have a grandson. Uchiha Fugaku, dear, it could also be a granddaughter.
However, by the look of it, Sasuke seems somewhat uninterested in girls.
Uchiha Izuna, maybe. Sasuke likes men. Uchiha Makoto, hubby, that's impossible, right?
Clearly, she lacked confidence.
Uchiha Fugaku, probably, right. His confidence was equally lacking.
Both of them began to worry about this.
If Sasuke really liked boys, what should they do? Wait, that's not right. Isn't Sasuke about to turn into a girl soon? Maybe that's not bad either.
The footage continued.
Deidara and Tobi appear riding a clay bird. After landing, Deidara looks at his right hand, looking very satisfied. HM. There's no problem anymore, HM. Tobi, Deidara-senpai, which way are we going? Sasuke? Or the nine-tailed? Deidara, HM? Which way? After speaking, Deidara leaves directly riding the clay bird. Tobi shouts speechlessly from behind, Senpai.
Inside Naruto, within the iron gates of the 8 trigram ceiling style.
What did you say? 2 ants want to find me? TSK. Are they coming to seek death?
The Nine-Tailed's eyes were full of displeasure.
It was the Nine-Tailed. Did any random trash have the right to look for it? What was even more infuriating was being put together as a choice with that Uchiha clan brat, Sasuke? What an utter humiliation. Because it stayed inside Naruto, the Nine-Tailed was no stranger to Sasuke. I've already remembered these 2 pieces of trash. If I ever break free one day, I'll treat you to a tailed beast ball immediately. Iwagu cure. Anoki looked at the appearing Deidara with an ugly expression. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Senpai, Deidara-senpai. Look quickly, it's the 2 of us. Tobi ran excitedly in front of Deidara. Leader, why would I be on a mission with this guy? Deidara looked at Nagato with dissatisfaction. He felt that going on a mission with an idiot was beneath him. Chapter 25 Tobi, Deidara-senpai, it must be because the two of us have a great relationship in the future. A great relationship with the idiot Tobi in the future? Deidara expressed 1,000 refusals. Deidara immediately distanced himself from Tobi, HM. From now on, you are not allowed to come within 10 zhang of me, otherwise I'll let you know what art is. Deidara-senpai. Tobi was very heartbroken. Uchiha Itachi looked coldly at Deidara and Tobi. These two might harm Sasuke in the future, so should he take them out in advance? Although Nagato didn't speak, he was also puzzled in his heart. Deidara and Tobi were clearly sent out by him, because only he would put those two in a group for an operation. He could understand if they went for the nine-tailed, but why were they also looking for Sasuke? What on earth happened in the future? The footage continued. Sasuke was walking alone when he suddenly turned around and threw several shuriken at a large tree. Have I been discovered? So you're Sasuke? You really do look like Itachi. A figure flashed out from behind the tree. It was Tobi. Who are you? Hearing Tobi mention Itachi, Sasuke immediately glared coldly at Tobi. Wah! So scary. Tobi was so frightened by Sasuke's gaze that he hurriedly hid back behind the tree. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Haiden, hey! Tobi, you're way too pathetic, getting scared off by that brat's gaze. This. I did it on purpose. Right, I did it on purpose. Tobi was also a bit embarrassed. Leader, you see. I refuse to team up with a guy like this. Deidara became even more determined in his idea to never team up with Tobi for operations. The footage continued. Boom! An explosion suddenly occurred where Sasuke was standing. In the sky, Deidara was standing on a clay bird. HM. Is he finished? Tobi, you'll have to apologize to Itachi later. Deidara lands. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Sasuke. Chapter 18 Sakura Haruno and Ino Yamanaka exclaimed in worry, speaking in unison. Shay. Discovering this, both of them clicked their tongues in annoyance at the same time. Damn. Who are those guys, to actually kill Sasuke? Sasuke, don't worry, I will protect you well when I grow up, I won't let those two bad guys kill you. Definitely. You know it now, keeping my word is my ninja way. Uzumaki Naruto looked at Sasuke with a serious face. Shay. How could I be killed so easily? Sasuke was actually just putting on a tough front, he was panicking inside. Because the explosive attack that appeared on the screen didn't look like a joke at all. Didn't you see that the ground was blown into a huge pit? Did he really get taken out just like that? No. Impossible. This is the footage of me battling with a summoned beast appearing on the ranking. I didn't even use a summoned beast, how could I be taken out just like that? Thinking of this, Sasuke calmed down. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Ha. As expected of me. I took out my opponent as soon as I made a move. Deidara suddenly felt a chill behind his back, discovering that Uchiha Itachi was staring at him with unprecedented cold eyes. Pure land. Uchiha Makoto, husband, will Sasuke be alright? Uchiha Fugaku, we must believe in Sasuke. Uchiha Izuna, older brother. Did our Uchiha kid just get taken out like that? Uchiha Madara, Ototo, don't worry blindly. Although that kid is weak, such an attack cannot kill him. After Uchiha Madara spoke, Sasuke's parents finally breathed a sigh of relief. The screen continues. The smoke from the explosion dissipated. Sasuke's figure appeared, he was not taken out, and not even injured. A white snake was wrapped around Sasuke, it was that white snake that blocked the explosion for Sasuke. Deidara looked at Sasuke, who had activated the 3 Tomo Sharingan,
his eyes full of hatred, being stared at by incredible eyes.
Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Sasuke, has your Sharingan evolved to this point?
Uchiha Itachi felt indescribably complex when he saw Sasuke activate the 3-Tomo Sharingan. He should naturally be happy about Sasuke's increase in strength. But he, who had also activated the 3-Tomo Sharingan, understood how much pain was required to reach this point. In his heart, he actually didn't want Sasuke to endure those things.
But he had to endure it. Because Sasuke is the last hope of the Uchiha. Deidara, that kid's eyes are really annoying. Seeing Sasuke's eyes, Deidara couldn't help but recall the scene where he was recruited into the Akatsuki organization by Uchiha Itachi. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. I actually unlocked the legendary 3-Tomo Sharingan of the Uchiha?
Sasuke had always been very confident, but he never thought he could unlock the 3-Tomo Sharingan so early. The him on the screen was clearly only him after a few years.
Sasuke is so cool, but that look is a bit scary. I don't want to see that kind of Sasuke. Sakura Haruno said as she came in front of Sasuke, "Sasuke, promise me, don't ever make that look again in the future, okay? Go away. Sasuke is mine." Ino Yamanaka came over and pushed Sakura Haruno away. "Sasuke, no matter what you become, I like you." Rude base. Sasuke can actually unlock the 3-Tomo Sharingan in a few years? The trump card can be handed over, but Sasuke must die. Danzo Shimura made up his mind, he must kill Sasuke before Sasuke grows up. Chapter 26 Pure Land. Uchiha Madara unlocked the 3-Tomo at such a young age? Not bad. Uchiha Izuna, older brother, he is far worse than you. Uchiha Madara, Ototo, does that even need to be said? Your older brother is the strongest. Senju Hashirama, Madara. You are the strongest, then what about me, who is stronger than you? Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. What is our relationship? No need to be so precise. Uzumaki Nido, Madara, you explain it to me clearly, what is the relationship between you two? The screen continues. Deidara, Sasuke, you must die. Because you killed Orochimaru, that is the guy I wanted to kill. You were only able to kill Orochimaru because you benefited from the Uchiha blood. Deidara was spouting nonsense, but Sasuke attacked directly. Whoosh. Almost instantly, Sasuke arrived in front of Tobi and Deidara with the Kusanagi sword in hand. Slash. Deidara reacted extremely quickly and dodged backward, while Tobi was hit by Sasuke and fell to the ground. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Hey. Tobi, you're too weak. Got taken out just like that? Hayden looked at Tobi speechlessly. Tobi had only joined the Akatsuki today, so everyone knew nothing about his strength. Hayden-senpai, I shouldn't be that easy to take out, right? Tobi felt embarrassed again. What was going on? The footage hadn't started for long, and he had already embarrassed himself twice. Uchiha Itachi remained calm. In fact, he was greatly relieved to see that Sasuke was fine. Moreover, Sasuke actually killed Orochimaru, as expected of his Ototo. Orochimaru was previously a member of the Akatsuki, but fled after failing to steal Uchiha Itachi's Sharingan. Damn. The Orochimaru I always wanted to kill was taken out by Sasuke? No, I must find Orochimaru before that. Orochimaru must be killed by me. Deidara couldn't wait to set off immediately. Sasuke killed Orochimaru? Now Uzumaki Nagato finally knew why Deidara and Hayden, whom he had sent out to find the Nine-Tailed, both wanted to find Sasuke at the same time. But, was Orochimaru really taken out? Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. I was killed by Sasuke in the future? Orochimaru looked confused. Pursuing immortality, he never expected that he would be killed by his target in a few years. Then, should he take advantage of the fact that Sasuke is still a weakling now and kill Sasuke first? But Sasuke's body is quite good, Would it be too much of a pity to kill him before he grows up? Nanny! I risked my life to seal Orochimaru's arms. And he was taken out by Sasuke in a few years? Hiruzen Sarutobi widened his eyes in disbelief. As someone who secretly advertised and boasted about being the strongest Hokage of all time, he really couldn't accept this reality. Hold on. I risked my life to seal Orochimaru's arms, while Sasuke killed Orochimaru. If I kill Sasuke, does that mean I killed Orochimaru? I have 10,000 ways to kill Sasuke now. As expected, I am the strongest Hokage of all time. Thinking of this, Hiruzen Sarutobi's old face, which had already been beaten swollen, gradually regained confidence. He decided to wait until Sasuke's reward was distributed before taking action, killing two birds with one stone. Sugoi. Sasuke. You actually killed Orochimaru. That is the bad guy who killed Old Man Third, and Orochimaru is strong. Old Man Third risked his life to seal his arms. You are just too Sugoi. Uzumaki Naruto looked at Sasuke with admiration. Beside him, Hiruzen Sarutobi's old face, which had just regained confidence, was beaten swollen again. Naruto, please stop beating the corpse. Otherwise, when I kill Sasuke, I'll take you out too. I not only unlocked the three Tomo in a few years, but also killed Orochimaru, whom the third risked his life to only seal his arms? Chapter 19. Could I really become that strong in a few years? Sasuke himself was dumbfounded. Put. Hiruzen Sarutobi spat out a mouthful of blood. This guy Sasuke was actually learning from Naruto and beating a dead horse. In that case, he couldn't be blamed for being ruthless. Sasuke, you're amazing. You killed Orochimaru, the Konoha traitor who caused Third Grandpa to sacrifice his own hands to seal him away. You are a hero of Konoha. Sakura's eyes were filled with admiration. He was truly the man she loved. Put. Hiruzen Sarutobi spat blood again. Another one beating a dead horse. Should he just kill them both? Sugoi. Sasuke, Sugoi. You actually killed. Ino, stop. Ino shut her mouth, looking aggrieved. She was unconvinced in her heart. Why? Why did the third allow only Sakura to praise Sasuke? Why did the third want to help her love rival? Sasuke, if you can become that strong in a few years, I shouldn't be too bad either, right? Inazuka Kiba looked forward to his grown-up self. Youth should be about getting stronger. Rock Lee's eyes began to blaze. Lee, then why aren't you doing push-ups with me to get stronger? Mike Guy, who was frantically doing push-ups, flashed a set of big white teeth at Rock Lee and even took one hand off the ground to give a thumbs up. Wow, that's cunning. You didn't call me right away. Rock Lee immediately dropped to the ground and started doing push-ups. Watch me surpass you. Then let's give it a try. Mike Guy also sped up, and the two began an inexplicable push-up competition. Chapter 27. Root Base. Given the methods and personality of that old guy Sarutobi, he definitely won't let that Uchiha brat go. It seems obtaining the shape-shifting pill won't be easy. Danzo closed his eyes, beginning to familiarize himself with the power of the newly acquired Rinnegan. He was determined to get the shape-shifting pill. Iwagu Cure. Sasuke? I haven't heard of him before. Anoki was very curious about this so-called Sasuke. Grandpa, Sasuke is in the same class as the Konoha Ninetales Jinchuriki. He's the most talented newcomer, the last of the Uchiha clan, and is currently participating in the Chunin exams. Kuratsuchi explained calmly. Kumo go cure. Ha ha ha. Orochimaru, who the strongest Hokage of all time fought to the death to seal away with his own hands, was just killed by that guy named Sasuke. It seems Hiruzen Sarutobi is truly worthy of being the strongest Hokage. Fourth Raikage was in his office, clutching his stomach and laughing loudly, completely unconcerned with the image of a village leader. Hidden Sand Village. Sasuke killed Orochimaru? It seems I must pay close attention to him. Grandma Chiyo was very clear about Orochimaru's strength. After all, Orochimaru had quietly taken out their village's Kage. Kage Cure. This handsome young man is not bad. Mei Terumi licked her lips, wondering what she was thinking about. Pure land. Uchiha Makoto, Sasuke is amazing. Uchiha Fugaku, that goes without saying, just look at whose son he is. Uchiha Madara, what kind of trash is that Deidara guy? After I am resurrected, I'll play with him. Sigh, after resurrection, there's one more thing to do. Uchiha Izuna, older brother. With great power comes great responsibility. As expected of my kid. I just hope he doesn't follow the old path. The six-path sage was overall very satisfied with Sasuke. The scene continued. Yeah. He is so fast. Tobi climbed up from the ground as if nothing had happened. Sasuke looked at Tobi in surprise. This guy. He had hit Tobi head-on with the Kusanagi sword, knocking him down, but to his surprise, Tobi was completely unharmed. Let's start by using chakra level C1 to test your skills. Tobi. Stand down. Yes. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. See? I'm fine. Tobi said loudly. Haiden, didn't you get hit by Sasuke's attack and fall to the ground? Why are you okay? Tell me, what kind of power did you use? Tobi, actually, I wasn't hurt. I was faking it, haha. How about that? My acting skills are pretty good, right? Tobi naturally wouldn't tell the truth, it was still far from the time for him to reveal his identity. The scene continued. Deidara launched many clay bomb attacks at Sasuke, and Sasuke immediately blocked them using lightning-style ninjutsu. All the clay bombs were blocked by Sasuke. Tobi, who had fallen to the ground, saw many clay bombs landing near him and suddenly panicked. Wait! Deidara-senpai! Don't shout Katsu yet! Deidara looked at Tobi and, after seeing Tobi's situation, felt somewhat annoyed. Just then. Behind you! Senpai, watch out behind you! It was Sasuke, who had appeared behind Deidara at some point and launched an attack. Seeing he couldn't dodge in time, Deidara could only throw out new clay bombs. Katsu! Boom! A huge explosion occurred where Deidara was standing, and smoke enveloped him, obscuring the view. Ah! Deidara-senpai! Did you get blown to death? Woo woo woo! Although you were a strict senpai, you were a good senpai. Deidara-senpai, I won't forget you. Tobi's words were full of sorrow, touching heaven and earth, land of rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Deidara-senpai, woo woo woo, you died so tragically. Tobi said this as he moved to hug Deidara. TCH. I wouldn't get taken out that easily. Stay away from me. Yeah. Deidara was certain he wouldn't be taken out so carelessly. However, he was quite touched by Tobi's performance. Tobi wasn't that annoying after all. Deidara developed a favorable impression of Tobi in his heart. The scene continued. Deidara flew out of the smoke. Didn't I tell you that your chattering is annoying as hell? Yeah. Yeah, you're still alive. Tobi said, sounding very disappointed. Tobi instantly put away his sorrow, but he didn't show happiness or joy, instead, he seemed very disappointed. Tobi? Deidara looked at Tobi angrily, the favorable impression he had of Tobi vanished into thin air. Oh. Tobi didn't know how to explain it, he hated the scroll so much right now. How was this going to let him continue to play the fool in front of the members of the Akatsuki organization in the future? Chapter 28. The scene continued. Sasuke, I see. Are you using your palms to control the explosives? Deidara, I finally managed to escape with the help of the explosion's wind. Fortunately, I condensed chakra level C1 bombs. Sasuke, your speed is indeed fast. Then, how about you try this? Deidara used puppet bombs. Because Sasuke couldn't destroy the puppet bombs, he was surrounded by clay bombs and fell into a crisis. Chapter 20. Katsu. Poof. Sasuke was taken out? Tobi asked, looking incredulous. Sasuke appeared from the smoke of the explosion. Well, that's how it should be, Tobi said matter-of-factly. Sasuke was once again driven into a desperate situation by clay bombs, his entire body covered in clay this time. Katsu. Deidara looked at Tobi excitedly. How about that? Oh my? Tobi looked worried. Deidara looked smug. Sasuke isn't all that, is he? Poof. Sasuke appeared on the other side, while the original Sasuke turned into a log. Body replacement technique. As I thought, Tobi said, once again looking matter-of-fact. Hey! Tobi. Whose side are you actually on? Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Tobi. Who exactly are you siding with? Deidara glared at Tobi. Deidara-senpai, don't be angry, of course I'm on your side. Tobi said with a chuckle. Leader, I think Tobi is suspicious. He might be a spy from another faction. It's very likely. He's from Konoha, or he's one of Sasuke's people. His behavior in the footage is proof. Let me kill him. Deidara declared righteously. Deidara, calm down. I can confirm and guarantee that Tobi is definitely not a spy. Otherwise, in the footage, he should have teamed up with Sasuke to take you on. Nagato finished speaking and gave Tobi a speechless look. Only he knew that Tobi was actually the true leader of the Akatsuki organization. Let Deidara kill Tobi? Deidara-senpai, I'm really not a spy, I admire you the most. You can't kill me. We still have to team up later to find the Nine-Tailed and Sasuke. Tobi tried hard to coax Deidara. Stay away from me. Even if I, Deidara, die, I will never team up with you. The footage continues. Body replacement technique, huh? You've certainly got some skills. Then, this is the best place for C2. Deidara pulled something out of his bag and started rubbing it between the two of them. Ah! That is... A giant clay dragon appeared. It's here. C2 Dragon, one of Deidara-senpai's signature techniques. Tobi shouted out the name of the technique. Deidara flew onto the dragon's head, you understand, right? Tobi, of course. Senpai. Tobi, it's that one, right? Deidara, that's right. Let's go with that. As Deidara performed hand seals, the dragon spat out many small bombs. I leave it to you, Tobi. Understood. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Senpai. Deidara-senpai. That. Which one is it exactly? Tobi asked, looking very curious. I won't tell you. You spy. Deidara felt that his future self must have had a brain fart. Otherwise, he wouldn't have told Tobi about one of his signature techniques. Tobi, Hayden-senpai, do you know? Please tell me. Hayden, you tell me how you dodged Sasuke's attack earlier, and I'll tell you. Deidara looked at Sasuke in the footage, being able to make me use C2 Dragon. It seems that guy named Sasuke really has some skills, but he's definitely no match for my C2 Dragon. Itachi thought, not a match for you? Don't underestimate Sasuke. If Sasuke is truly no match for you, then, before you lay a hand on Sasuke, even if it means exposing myself, I will kill you first. The footage continues. In the air, Deidara stood on the back of the clay dragon. Lightning release. Chidori. Sasuke's lightning release extended toward the sky like a laser. Unfortunately, it stopped just before it could touch the clay dragon. Not enough range. In the air, Deidara looked smug, exactly as he had guessed. On the ground, Sasuke looked surprised. did you see through the fact that my lightning bird's extension limit is 5 kilometers? Deidara, that's Kakashi's technique, right? It can extend. And it can be thrown. The shape transformation is quite impressive. This bomb's power can't be compared to the previous ones. Disappear. TCH. Did he dodge it? He's really fast. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena.
Kakashi looked at Sasuke in surprise. The technique Sasuke used in the footage was indeed his, but the application was much stronger than his current version.
As expected of Sasuke, his talent is too high. You have to realize that currently, Sasuke has only just learned this technique. Sasuke was expressionless, he had only just mastered Chidori now. He decided to practice and try it out in a while. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. We won, no need to watch, we've already won.
Deidara looked convinced, thinking as expected of himself, as expected of his art, HM.
Deidara-senpai, wasn't your stronger attack dodged?
Tobi, who had been blasted away, returned to Deidara's side as if nothing had happened.
Chapter 21. Just as he had been struck by Sasuke's slash in the footage and remained completely unharmed. At this moment,
he had been hit by Deidara's clay bomb and was likewise unscathed.
This made Deidara, Haiden, and the others widen their eyes in shock. Deidara, I definitely didn't hold back. Haiden, I've tasted Deidara's art before, and the power of that explosion is no joke. Pure land. Hashirama, Madara. Look quickly, your Uchiha clan descendant is so short. Ha ha ha. Madara, Hashirama. You're wrong. Hashirama, Madara. The facts are right before your eyes, how can you still try to make excuses for him? Madara, Hashirama. Didn't you see that not only is Sasuke too short, but he's also so fast? Hashirama, Sasuke is not only too short, but also too fast? Mito Uzumaki, Azuna Uchiha, Makoto Uchiha, Fugaku Uchiha, the others in the Pure Land were also speechless.
Hashirama and Madara were truly legendary figures, their focus was just different from everyone else's.
The footage continued. Hook, line, and sinker. HN. As Sasuke dodged backward, he suddenly stepped into a trap. Katsu. Boom. The biggest explosion since the two began their battle occurred. Is that Orochimaru's cursed seal?
As the smoke cleared, Sasuke was unscathed, with two gray wings sprouted from his back. As expected of Orochimaru's cursed seal, it can even grow wings.
Just now, he must have used his wings to leap upward, thereby avoiding the explosion's damage, right? Click.
Tobi, who had previously disappeared, popped out of the ground.
Deidara-senpai, the clay landmines underground have all been installed. Tobi, stay back. Yes. Tobi quickly retreated from the scene. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Deidara-senpai, I know what that is now. It's that trap, right?
Tobi was very excited, he finally knew what that thing in the footage was.
Deidara looked at Tobi, speechless. Yeah, sure. HN. He no longer knew how to describe Tobi's intelligence. He, Deidara, would never team up with such an idiot. Never. The footage continued. Deidara, with that injured leg of yours, can you still dodge my aerial attacks? The next one is a big one. Trying to fly up and attack me? How could I ever let you have your way? Katsu. Boom. Another unprecedented explosion occurred. Clang. Sasuke's Kusanagi sword flew out of the smoke and stabbed into the ground, lightning flashing along the blade. HN. How about that? HN.
As the smoke cleared, Sasuke was lying on the ground, heavily injured, with one wing severed.
You used your wings for defense, but now you can't fly anymore.
With only one wing left, in the forest in the distance, Tobi clenched his fists and shouted excitedly, as expected of Deidara-senpai.
Let's end this right here. Swish, swish. Swish, swish. Two large shuriken, guided by chakra wires, flew toward Deidara, interrupting his attack. How could something like this possibly hit me? HN. Humph, haha. Without a foothold, as long as you land in the landmine field, you're sure to lose an arm or a leg. HN. HN? This. Using the sword from earlier as a foothold? ZZZZZ. This time, the Chidori didn't fall short, one of the C2 dragon's wings was sliced off. Tobi exclaimed, "Oh no! The balance is going to swish, swish." The two giant shuriken that Deidara had previously dodged flew back. They pierced Deidara's hands, pinning him to the falling clay dragon. Tobi shouted anxiously, "Senpai! Deidara, damn it, I can't move. Oh no! It's all clay landmines down there." Boom! 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 An unprecedented chain of massive explosions. Tobi said with a heart-wrenching, tearful voice, "Senpai. As expected, you ended up blowing yourself up in the end. Deidara Senpai is such a big idiot. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. I was blown up by my own clay landmines?" Deidara looked completely bewildered. Even if it was him, those were still his own prized clay landmines. And Tobi was crying so heart-wrenchingly. He must have died. Chapter 30 Deidara Senpai. You idiot, you blew yourself up. Ha ha ha. Ha, did I just laugh? By the time Tobi realized it, it was already too late. Katsu. Boom. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Sasuke is also in the blast radius of the clay landmines, woo woo woo. No way. Sakura found it hard to accept this reality. Baka. What are you crying for? Since I managed to bring Deidara down through calculation, I naturally would have already thought of a way to escape. Seeing Sakura crying so hard that snot bubbles were coming out, Sasuke couldn't help but explain. Sasuke, you absolutely must win, I still have to surpass you. Naruto, if you want to surpass me, you'd better wait for your next life. Sasuke. Naruto was very angry, he felt he could do it. Orochimaru looked displeased. Judging from Sasuke's performance in the footage, Sasuke had indeed grown quite a bit. But that was about it. Furthermore, Sasuke had actually used his cursed seal. This meant Sasuke should have been under his control. What on earth happened in the future? Could something have gone wrong with his body? The footage continued. Swish, swish. Sasuke used the power of the cursed seal to escape, landing on a tree in the distance. Tobi. Didn't I just tell you that your chattering is noisy? HN. A small clay dragon flew out from the explosion smoke, with Deidara standing on it, blood dripping from his arms. Chapter 22 Still alive? Tobi's voice was full of disappointment. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Uchiha Sasuke, you're amazing. However, that thing behind you is so scary. Are you really going to learn that kind of ninjutsu in the future? Can you not learn it? Seeing Uchiha Sasuke was unharmed, Sakura was happy at first, though she slowly became worried. Uchiha Sasuke remained expressionless and did not answer. Not learn it? Why wouldn't he learn it? If it weren't for the cursed seal from Orochimaru, he would have already died several times in the footage. He even wondered if he should take the initiative to find Orochimaru. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Tobi. Do you have any other explanations? HN. Deidara was about to explode with anger. Leader. You saw it, right? This Tobi is obviously a spy. HN. When Uchiha Sasuke was in danger, he looked worried and incredulous. HN. After Uchiha Sasuke escaped, he looked like it was a matter of course. HN. When there was danger, although he cried so touchingly, seeing that I was fine, that disappointment was obvious to anyone. HN. Leader, don't be confused. If this isn't a spy, what is it? HN. Nagato looked at Tobi speechlessly.
Tobi, oh Tobi, I don't ask you to be serious, but at least restrain yourself a little.
Deidara-senpai. You have to believe me. I, Tobi, am really not a spy.
Hayden, leader, I have a way to test whether Tobi is really a spy.
Deidara, Hayden, hurry up and say what the method is. HN. Hayden, the current Uchiha Sasuke is still just a kid who hasn't grown up yet. Since Tobi can join our Akatsuki organization, his strength shouldn't be so low that he can't even kill a kid, right? Tobi, in order to prove you aren't trash, go to Konoha and kill Uchiha Sasuke.
Uchiha Itachi looked coldly at Hayden. He felt that Hayden was narrowing his own path. Tobi, beneath the mask, also cast a glance at Hayden.
You want to kill Uchiha Sasuke now? In your dreams.
Right now, he wouldn't kill Uchiha Sasuke, even if it meant killing Hayden. The footage continued.
Truly tenacious. Seeing that Deidara was actually unharmed, Uchiha Sasuke was somewhat surprised. You brat!
That pair of eyes, it's those eyes.
Damn it! Deidara gritted his teeth in hatred. Don't joke around. It's impossible for me to lose. My ability is perfect. It is an art that doesn't lose to anyone. I am stronger. It's impossible for me to lose. Like that, like that. Deidara looked at Uchiha Sasuke's cold eyes with the 3 Tomo Sharingan, and he bit his lip in hatred. Ah! Deidara-senpai is using his own mouth to eat clay. This means... Tobi roared with excitement and shock. Deidara gritted his teeth. This is my ultimate move, I will kill you immediately. Tobi. Run away quickly. Tobi fled in a panic. Oh no, it's C4 Karura. Deidara began to furiously spit out clay.
While fleeing, Tobi anxiously shouted to himself, hurry.
Hurry. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Tobi, senpai. What is C4 Karura? It sounds like it's very powerful. Deidara, why are you still here? Why aren't you going to Konoha to kill Uchiha Sasuke to prove you aren't a spy? HN. Deidara-senpai, I.
Deidara looked at Tobi, who was trying hard to explain, and felt a bit moved. This guy Tobi shouldn't be a spy, otherwise, his future self wouldn't have told Tobi about a trump card like C4 Karura. That was a trump card he had specially prepared to kill Uchiha Itachi.
Pure land. Uchiha Madara, what's wrong with those eyes? What's wrong with the eyes of our Uchiha clan?
Uchiha Madara, that brat named Uchiha Sasuke, if you dare to lose to a guy like this and lose face for our Uchiha clan, I won't spare you after I am resurrected.
Uchiha Izuna, older brother.
Don't get so angry that it hurts your health.
Older brother.
Uchiha Madara, daring to hate the eyes of our Uchiha clan, this guy named Deidara is narrowing his own path.
Senju Hashirama, Madara.
Don't be angry, your eyes are beautiful, it's just that I dare not look at them, it's easy to get lost in them.
Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. You're the one who understands me. Uzumaki Mito, you two guys, that's enough.
The footage continued.
A giant Deidara appeared. Damn it!
This was originally a trump card I prepared to kill Itachi.
Chapter
31. Uchiha Sasuke looked at the Ultraman-sized Deidara, his face full of surprise.
Nanny! Is this also a bomb? If it is, it's too big. If it explodes? Thinking of this, Uchiha Sasuke hurriedly fled. You want to run away right from the start? Hey! Do you think you can escape from C4 Karura? Deidara began to wave hand signs with an excited face.
Uchiha Sasuke looked back, and the giant Deidara suddenly expanded and then dissipated into nothingness.
Uchiha Sasuke, a dud?
The expression on Deidara's face was even more excited than when he was weaving hand signs.
Not good. That's not it. Uchiha Sasuke increased his running speed. Deidara, I won. Art is an explosion. Katsu. Sublimation. Deidara, in the air, had an expression of extreme excitement. Because, What followed was the moment to witness a miracle, a moment of art. The birds in the sky and the animals in the forest vanished completely, just like the giant Deidara. Damn it! I didn't expect it to be like this. Uchiha Sasuke, who was fleeing, was no exception. Deidara laughed triumphantly, HN. 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 This is the greatest masterpiece. The entire ninja world widened its eyes. This ninjutsu of Deidara was truly too terrifying. They completely failed to understand what was going on. If they encountered Deidara using this move, wouldn't they also be finished? Kumo go cure. Mabui. Hurry. Go check the information on this guy named Deidara, you must figure out this ninjutsu. Looking at the beginning of the footage, their target also includes the nine-tailed, and in the future, they might also make a move on the eight tails. So we must find out what is going on with this terrifying ninjutsu. The fourth Raikage was anxious. Even when facing would release, he had never been this panicked. This kind of ninjutsu that completely defies common sense is too terrifying. Sunagekure. This is the first time I, an old woman, have seen such a terrifying ninjutsu. If the Akatsuki organization sends Deidara to make a move on Maigara, can I block this move? Grandma Chio did not know that her puppets were not afraid of this move. Iwagu cure. This kid. Anoki frowned. Grandpa, before we figure out what is going on with this ninjutsu, I won't allow you to go and find Deidara. Kuratsuchi hurriedly stopped him. Karega cure. This ninjutsu is so strong, to think the Akatsuki organization is such a terrifying organization. Mei Terumiya's eyes were full of worry. Chapter 23. The target of the Akatsuki organization is very likely the tailed beast. Kirigakure must make preparations in advance. Konoha, Chunin exam arena. No. Sasuke. You won't die. Sakura was crying like a fountain. Previously, when Sasuke was in danger, she could hold on to hope. But this time, she had seen with her own eyes Sasuke get hit by that Deidara's ninjutsu and then dissipate. Sasuke. Don't worry, I will definitely kill that guy named Deidara and avenge you. Naruto had one more person in his heart he absolutely had to defeat. Naruto, I don't need you to avenge me. Sasuke thought to himself that after he took the shape-shifting pill to increase his strength, he was going to find Itachi anyway. Both Itachi and Deidara were from the Akatsuki organization. It would be perfect to just take care of them both together. As for that terrifying ninjutsu of Deidara's, he hadn't seen through it yet. However, wouldn't it be fine as long as he didn't give Deidara the chance to use that move? Deidara has such a trump card? Orochimaru's eyes revealed excitement. This ninjutsu looked like it was worth studying. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Yeah. Itachi, did you see that? This is my trump card. Yeah. Even if it's you, if you face this move of mine, you will definitely die. Yeah. Deidara looked at Itachi with a smug expression. Everyone in the Akatsuki organization knew that Deidara had always wanted to kill Itachi, and Itachi naturally knew this. Uchiha Itachi stared fixedly at Deidara with eyes cold to the point of freezing. With him here, the future where Sasuke in the screen was killed by Deidara would definitely not happen. He would find an opportunity as soon as possible to kill this punk Deidara. What? Scared? This is art. This is the consequence of looking down on my art. Yeah. Deidara clearly felt the killing intent in Uchiha Itachi's eyes. But he wasn't panicked at all, instead, he became unprecedentedly excited. The stronger the killing intent Uchiha Itachi showed towards him, the more it meant Uchiha Itachi feared his trump card. Itachi. Deidara. That's enough from both of you. Everyone is a member of the Akatsuki organization, internal fighting is not allowed. After Nagato came out to smooth things over, Uchiha Itachi finally withdrew his gaze. Pure land. Uchiha Makoto cried loudly, "Woo-woo. Sasuke, are you just gone like this?" Uchiha Fugaku, no way. Sasuke lost? And there's not even a corpse left? Uchiha Madara, truly useless. When that brat comes to the Pure Land, I'm going to beat him to death. Uchiha Izuna, Nisan. With this, it seems like our clan doesn't have many people left. Uchiha Madara, after I'm resurrected, I'll have one myself. Hashirama. What do you say? Uchiha Izuna, Nisan. I can do it. Ni-san. Chapter 32. The screen continued. Tobi sighed after seeing Sasuke get taken out. Senpai's C4 Karura is actually ultra-small, nanoscale bombs. The ultra-small, nanoscale bomb C4 Karura causes the giant Deidara to rupture. Through the force of the explosion, small bombs that are invisible to the naked eye are scattered into the air. Organisms that inhale them will have bombs planted all over their bodies. The explosion of countless small bombs will destroy the organism from the cellular level within the body. Humph, what a terrifying ninjutsu. Kumo go cure. Ha ha ha. So that's how it is. Mabui, there's no need to investigate Deidara and that terrifying ninjutsu anymore. The fourth Raikage gave a thumbs up to Tobi, who was chattering away on the screen. Yes, Raikage-sama, I will come up with a way to deal with this ninjutsu as soon as possible. Mabui nodded. That Tobi was a good guy, he saved her the trouble of investigating. Furthermore, if it weren't for Tobi, even with Kumo Gakure's intelligence capabilities, they might not have been able to find it out. Because that was Deidara's trump card for dealing with Uchiha Itachi, and he certainly hadn't used it yet. Iwago Cure. So that's how that ninjutsu works. It's far inferior to my dust release. Invisible, super mini nano bombs? When Deidara uses the giant Deidara, he could just use dust release to destroy it directly. Hidden Sand Village. If that's the case, then I can just control my puppets from a safe distance. After Grandma Chio learned the principle of C4 Karura, she felt relieved. Kerego Cure. No matter how small, no matter if it can be seen, I can just melt it away with my ninjutsu. Humph. It's nothing special. Mei Terumi felt that, as expected of her, she had immediately thought of a way to deal with that terrifying ninjutsu on the screen. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. So that's it. Invisible nano bombs? According to the ninjutsu Deidara displayed on the screen, although it is clay, it all requires chakra control. As long as there is chakra, no matter how small, it cannot escape my Sharingan. Sasuke felt relieved. In this way, after he took the shape-shifting pill to increase his strength, going to the Akatsuki organization to find Uchiha Itachi and Deidara would be even less of a problem. TCH. So it's just small. If it's just small, the Byakugan can easily see through it, let alone the Sharingan of the Uchiha clan. Orochimaru instantly lost interest in studying this ninjutsu. Pure Land. Uchiha Madara, that brat named Sasuke is too. Embarrassing for our clan, didn't he awaken the three Tomo? Uchiha Fugaku, perhaps because he just awakened it, he doesn't know how to use it yet. Uchiha Madara, as long as you awaken the Sharingan, you should be able to distinguish chakra. Isn't this common knowledge for the Sharingan? Uchiha Fugaku, he was unconvinced, but he was too weak to dare to argue. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. So that's it. So that's it. Tobi nodded continuously. Tobi. Deidara was about to break down. That guy Tobi actually explained the principle of C4 Karura on the screen. And he explained it in such detail. Like this. That's not a trump card anymore, damn it. No matter how much Deidara wanted to kill Uchiha Itachi, he still acknowledged Uchiha Itachi's strength. With Itachi's strength, after knowing the principle of C4 Karura, he would definitely be able to come up with a countermeasure very quickly. So, should he make a move now? As for the whole world knowing this, Deidara didn't really care. Because C4 Karura was prepared specifically for killing Uchiha Itachi, he hadn't intended to use it on anyone else anyway. As for why his future self used it on Sasuke, he could understand.
The pair of eyes Sasuke had in the screen, and the way Sasuke looked at him. They were just too similar to Itachi's. He could deeply empathize with how he felt in the future when he saw that pair of eyes on Sasuke in the screen. How annoyed he must have felt.
Deidara-senpai. Didn't you win? It's okay. Tobi said nonchalantly.
But that's the future.
Yeah. And that was my trump card for dealing with Itachi.
You explained the principle in such detail, how can it still be a trump card?
Yeah.
You go to hell.
Yeah. Chapter 24 Ha. Bam. Ha. Bam. Ha. Bam. Ha. For a while, explosions were ringing out nonstop in the Akatsuki organization base. Deidara. If you want to make a scene, go do it outside. Shinra Tensei. Following a figure being blasted away, the Akatsuki organization base finally quieted down. The smoke dissipated. Tobi walked out while coughing. Oh my. I'm saved. Thanks, leader. The rest of the Akatsuki organization looked at Tobi as if he were a monster. After taking so many consecutive explosions, he was actually completely unharmed? What on earth is the background of this Tobi? The scream continued. Ha ha ha. Looks like I really have to apologize to Itachi. Ha ha ha.
As Deidara was laughing, his pupils suddenly constricted violently.
The people watching the screen thought there was some twist.
Yet they heard Deidara in the screen raise his hands and laugh crazily.
Hee, I won. My art has won. But just at this moment. A giant apparition appeared behind him. The figure was indistinct, but two Sharingan were clearly visible. Deidara stopped laughing, and cold sweat began to break out on his face. Chapter 33 Outside the Akatsuki organization base in the Land of Rain.
Deidara, who had been blasted away by Shinra Tensei and was walking back, had an expression of disbelief.
Impossible. Didn't I see with my own eyes that Sasuke was hit by my C4 Karura and completely dissipated? How could he still be alive? This is impossible. Inside the base. Well. Just as expected. This is normal. Tobi said matter-of-factly. Haiden, Kakuzu, and the others looked toward Tobi. This guy. Is he really not a spy?
Uchiha Itachi's expression didn't change, but his eyes became a bit softer. He let out a heavy sigh of relief in his heart. Although the future could be changed, he still did not want the future Sasuke in the screen to die.
Pure land. Uchiha Fugaku, Lord Madara. Sasuke is not dead. Uchiha Madara, humph. As the head of the clan, why are you making such a fuss? Uchiha Izuna, older brother is right. Why are you so excited? Using the Sharingan to see through those nanobombs should be basic operation, right? Senju Hashirama, Madara. The descendants of your Uchiha clan are actually quite good. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. Our clan is great. Especially me, you should acknowledge that, right? Senju Hashirama, Madara. You are certainly great, I hold you in high regard as a respectable opponent. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. Senju Hashirama, Madara. Uchiha Madara, Hashi, Uzumaki Mido, stop. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Sasuke, that's great, you didn't die. Sakura said excitedly. Sasuke. As expected of you. Naruto was even more excited than Sakura. Forehead, get lost. Sasuke was never dead to begin with. Ino rushed over. Ino pig, who are you calling forehead? Forehead. 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 So what if I'm calling you that? Ino pig. Ino pig. Ino pig. Sasuke thought to himself, did his future self use the Sharingan to see through that technique? Not bad. As expected of him. Thinking of this, the expression on Sasuke's face became even more smug. The scream continued. ZZZZT. Sasuke suddenly appeared at Deidara's side, piercing Deidara with his hand wreathed in Chidori. Ah. Looks like you've run out of chakra. Your movements are too slow. Sasuke had a smug look on his face, his expression extremely similar to the Sasuke in the Chunin exam arena. Those eyes. Deidara was extremely unwilling. Sasuke, bombs invisible to the naked eye, but my Sharingan can distinguish chakra by color. The small bombs condensed with chakra look like a cloud of smoke to me, clearly visible. I also saw your position in the air, at a height where those small bombs couldn't reach. Therefore, if I can see the bombs, dodging them becomes much easier. Deidara asked in confusion, what's the deal with you looking like you were blown to death by C4 Karura? Humph. Sasuke's smug expression intensified, that was my genjutsu. He, as expected, is that really how it is? Deidara laughed, his laughter sounding somewhat creepy. Sasuke, I didn't hit your vitals, tell me where Itachi is. Now. This plot really has so many twists and turns. Who actually won? Won't there be another reversal later? God. Is this what a battle between masters is like? But I've never heard of these two guys before. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Deidara-senpai, you're back? Look, it seems like you lost. Seeing that Deidara might have lost, Tobi gloated. Get lost. I won't lose. Humph. Deidara was very certain this time. Because ever since he fought Itachi, he had been training to counter the Sharingan. In the future, he would only be stronger in countering the Sharingan than he was now. He wouldn't easily fall for genjutsu. The scream continued. Deidara continued to sneer, he. So, didn't I say I wanted to thank Itachi? Humph. After Deidara finished speaking, he turned into clay, while the real Deidara crept out from the back of the clay bird beneath Sasuke's feet. Bam! Sasuke's foot was firmly grabbed by Deidara. Now! You can't escape anymore, can you? Humph. Deidara, I've already seen your genjutsu before, just like Itachi's, how could I fall for the same trick twice? That's right, ever since that day I fought Itachi, I've specifically trained my left eye to counter the Sharingan. How could I neglect training to break out of genjutsu? This is really the end, face my C4 Karura head on. Humph. Sasuke's expression suddenly became flustered. Deidara used C4 Karura again, and Sasuke was completely trapped within it. Deidara, you're the one who looks like you've run out of chakra, you don't even have the strength left to break free? Ha! Humph. Chapter 25. Having finished speaking, Deidara retreated, distancing himself from C4 Karura. My god, it really is another reversal. Is there no end to this? Can someone tell me who actually wins in the end? Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Ha! How can it be like this? This shouldn't be happening. Tobi found it illogical and somewhat hard to accept. Tobi, and you still say you didn't defect? Humph. Is the fact that I didn't lose really that unacceptable to you? Deidara looked at Tobi coldly, he had almost been moved by this guy just now. Chapter 34. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Sasuke. Hurry up and escape. Otherwise, you'll be blown to bits. Sakura shouted anxiously as she watched the trapped Sasuke on the screen. Forehead, can't you see that Sasuke's hands and feet are locked? After mocking Sakura, Ano ran up to Sasuke. Sasuke. You'll definitely be able to escape, right? Yeah. Sasuke nodded, though tentatively. But as for whether he could actually escape in that situation even for his future self, he didn't have much confidence in his heart. If his future self in the footage failed to escape in a moment, wouldn't he lose face in front of Sakura, Ino, and those who blindly admired him? Pure land. Everyone was also engaged in a heated discussion about whether Sasuke could escape. Senju Hashirama, Madara. Do you think Sasuke can escape? Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. Does that even need asking? Of course he can. Senju Hashirama, Madara. Why? Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. How did you become so stupid? As a descendant of my clan, how could he possibly fail to escape even that thing? Uchiha Izuna, older brother. You're absolutely right. Third Raikage, I think it'll be hard for that kid, mainly because his chakra seems almost exhausted. Second Sachikage, I actually think he can escape. Don't ask why, just call it intuition. Uchiha Makoto, my son can definitely escape. Right, husband. Uchiha Fugaku, of course, wife. The footage continued. Deidara took a clay bird out of his bag, only to find he had no chakra to activate it. Now my chakra really is exhausted. What an embarrassing, inferior work. Poof. Sasuke escaped from the body of the giant Deidara. Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Sasuke let out a long sigh of relief. Good, he wouldn't have to be embarrassed. Ino, forehead. See that? I told you Sasuke would definitely escape. Sakura, Ino pig, that has nothing to do with you. It's all because Sasuke is amazing. Sasuke. You really didn't let me down. Naruto nodded with a look of approval. Naruto. Since when did I need approval from a guy like you? Sasuke said with a look of annoyance. For some reason, he could ignore anyone else's comments. But this guy Naruto could always make his composure break. Naruto is simply too detestable. Land of Rain, Akatsuki Organization Base. Tobi, as expected. Deidara, Tobi? Deidara senpai. What should we do? Sasuke escaped, and you're already out of chakra. Tobi didn't know how to explain, so he had to change the subject. Humph. Although he escaped, his body is full of C4 nanobombs. Humph. Sugoi. Deidara senpai is sugoi. Then senpai still wins. Humph. As long as you know. Humph. Uchiha Itachi finally frowned, though it was unclear what he was worried about. Pure land. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. See that? Senju Hashirama, Madara. I see it. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. Listening to me was right, wasn't it? Senju Hashirama, Madara. You're so amazing, listening to you really was right. Uchiha Izuna, older brother. Older brother. I'll listen to you too. Senju Tobirama, sister-in-law, hurry up and control my older brother, he's about to be led away by Madara. Uzumaki Mito, Ototo, don't worry, I'm currently pulling his ear. The footage continued. Deidara, although you escaped, your body is full of nanobombs. Now what are you going to do? Humph. Sasuke ignored Deidara and directly launched an attack at him. Ah. A Chidori with all your strength. Humph. But at this distance, even an extended Chidori attack won't reach me. Humph. It's over. Katsu. Bang. Sasuke dissipated in the air, and Deidara fell heavily to the ground. I won, I'm the winner, my art has won. Humph, haha. Just as Sakura and others who cared for Sasuke were worrying for him once more. The giant illusion that had appeared before showed up behind Deidara again, those Sharingan eyes being particularly eye-catching. Bang! Sasuke appeared behind Deidara and sent him flying with a punch. Huff, huff, huff. Sasuke panted continuously, clearly at the end of his rope. This is taijutsu. Deidara's pupils shrank as he realized it wasn't genjutsu. What's going on? This isn't genjutsu. In that case, how on earth did that guy break the C4? Deidara noticed lightning flickering on Sasuke's body and said in surprise, "You guy, could it be that you noticed?" Sasuke, yeah. I noticed it long ago. When fighting someone with the Sharingan, hiding your hand signs is basic. No matter how fast you are, these eyes will see through everything.
All the hand signs for your ninjutsu so far have been earth release signs.
My Chidori is lightning release. That's how it is, right? Deidara was full of resentment, so you really did notice?
Then your Chidori just now, could it be? Sasuke nodded smugly. Lightning release counters earth release.
If your bombs are hit by lightning release, they won't explode. That's your weakness.
Chapter 35 Deidara, your Chidori just now was aimed at yourself, so the bombs inside your body all became duds.
Sasuke, yeah, thanks to that, my body is also covered in wounds. To be precise, it's the ninjutsu called Chidori. Deidara was shocked to figure out the weakness of my ninjutsu in such a short time. When did you notice?
In the footage, Sasuke began his smug explanation.
Konoha, Chunin Exam Arena. Ah. So cool. Sasuke, you're simply too cool. Sakura and Ino surrounded Sasuke with hearts in their eyes. Sasuke remained expressionless, a hint of impatience even flashing in his eyes. Sasuke. Amazing, you actually started analyzing Deidara's ninjutsu from the very beginning of the battle. Bakayaro.
It really is your style. As expected of my rival.
When Naruto
thought about how powerful his rival was, he felt himself getting fired up too.
That's it for today. Meet you in next part.